Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. In this episode I'll be teaching you how to make mini rainbow macaroons. Place the egg white and your salt in a standing mixer fitted with a whisk attachment and just whisk that on high until it starts becoming frothy. At that stage you can start adding in your caster sugar gradually until you've reached stiff peaks. That'll take another minute and a half and it should look something like this. Sift in your almond meal and your icing sugar. And you'll always find that there's these thick pieces that don't want to go through, just throw those out. And I have the recipe for this in the description box below. Then using a spatula, I'm folding that through just until it's incorporated. I'm not going to blend it through completely. So at about this consistency, I'm going to divide the batter into 6 different containers and add a drop of gel food color into each until I have all the colors of the rainbow. And you can see I'm gently folding that through as well. You'll want it to be the consistency of ribbon, so see that sort of ribbon as it falls off the spoon. And then pipe them onto a baking tray lined with baking paper, and I have these templates that I've created, 2cm circles. And that's available for download as well in a link in the description box below. And when you're piping them, try to pipe them just before the line because they will expand, and if they expand they could potentially touch, and if they touch then they'll bake touch and you won't be able to use them, so be mindful of that. And then I laid them to rest in the turned off oven with the light and fan on. That'll help the macaron cookies to develop a dry shell and it reduces chances of cracking while baking. Next we'll prepare our white chocolate ganache. So I have my white chocolate buttons, adding in some heavy cream and coating all the buttons. And then I'll zap that in microwave for about 30 seconds until it's completely melted and leave that in the fridge until we need it. Here I've started to bake off my little macaron cookies that had been resting for about 35 minutes to an hour drying. And that's baking at 110 degrees with the fan on for about 14 minutes in total. Make sure to rotate them halfway through. And once they're completely cooled, they should look like this, and they'll come off the baking paper really easily. So I have my white chocolate ganache in a small piping bag, and I'm piping like a little button-sized bit of frosting in there and sandwiching it between the cookies. Bit of a better shot here of the yellow, much clearer. And they look just like regular macaroons, but fun-sized. Then you can serve them just as is in a bowl, but I'm adding them into a little jar here. And I'm going in the sequence of the colors of the rainbow. So I'm starting off with red and I'm ending it at the top with my purple. And that's how you make rainbow macaroons. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. I'll have the recipe, the printable version of the recipe in the description box below, plus a template for the mini macaroons, the 2cm round circles. If you like, you can subscribe to my channel. I upload a new video every Tuesday and Saturday. Thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you next time. So you can see how nice and gooey that is on the inside and how crunchy it is on the outside as well. You've got that shell that cracks beautifully. Excuse me.